Guys, welcome back to another episode of Unapologetically Stupid, the stupidest podcast on the internet, and we couldn't care less. I am your host, Jeff, and with me, as always, I have the sensational Nicholas Shin.
What's up, guys?
Before we get started, make sure to go to our social media and like all our stuff. It's a fun time over there. We got TikToks for you. We got pictures behind the scenes. It's a good time at Squirrely TV.
It's a good time.
It's a good time. I think it's a good time. We've been picking up our, I got the new software that helps me with the clips, and it's a good time. Shout out Opus Clips.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm not doing it, I'm not on. I really don't get on the Instagram.
Yeah, fair
or
enough.
Anything.
I strictly only go on for Squirrely.
I get on Facebook for Marketplace, and that's it.
Well, here's the bad thing. I'm now. I used to doom scroll at night on my personal.
Yeah.
Now I'm doom scrolling on Squirrely TV, and part of like this whole marketing thing that I read about was like, if you're about to post, you gotta like go scroll and like stuff, and so that got me into the thing where I'm just scrolling. And now I used to do that when I'm posting, but now I'm like doing it at night. So I'm like commenting on someone's dude, like, oh, this is shit. No, this is like I'm commenting. I'm like, well, this person doesn't care. Like why am I doing this at night when I should be going to bed? It's a habit that I now need to learn how to break. It's my doom scrolling is pissing off Paige.
It's better than
she's not having it.
Tell her to get one of those eye cover things.
No, is she? Maybe, I don't know. Like little night things. Like
it's like a blindfold thing. You can get her like a leopard print one, so it's fancy.
We'll see. We actually have one. It's like an ice pack, though.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, we had an ice pack one. It's supposed to help with...
Somebody I knew had one of those that I tried.
It's supposed to help with puffiness. Like
can't remember who it was.
I don't know.
I don't
know. But let's just say most of our listeners know that we are based in Indianapolis. And what a time to be alive in Indianapolis right now.
Yeah, we got the Indy 500.
This past weekend, Indy 500. Great race.
Yeah.
Actually, fuck that. No, horrible race. Great time, great event. This is my first year partaking in the fandom of it all because I was rooting for someone. Yeah. Like the first 2 times when I actually went to the race, I didn't care. I was watching. I was like, crash. Oh, cool. I didn't know people's names and stuff like that. But the last 2 times me and Matt went there, Joseph Newgarden won. And so I'm like, oh, this is like, what if, like, I want my guy to have three-peat, be the first three-peat in Indy 500 history. And then something happened where he, like, see, this is why I know I'm in the fandom now. I know all the shit that happened to him. Like, they inspected his car, and they were found, like, a part that was not supposed to be in there.
Yeah, it was a diffuser or something on the back.
To help them.
That they had closed.
To help the car go from, like, helps the longevity of the car or something like that. So they found that. They put him down to 32nd. He was like, I think he was supposed to be starting like the top 5 or top 10 or whatever.
He was 6.
Yeah, and then he got down to 32nd. So I'm like, this is a great. If this man pulls off this win, this is the best race. I like that. Are you using the little hole thing, the shoelace hole?
Yeah, I didn't want to hold it. I got a sucker in my shoe, guys. I'm tired of holding it. I feel disrespectful not listening to Jeff.
No, it's fine.
With my hands empty.
I just like magic. I just looked down and it's just by itself, just standing up. But yeah, no, it would have been that would have been the best comeback in sports history. 3-peat from starting. No one's won from the 32nd spot too. I think the lowest it's been is the 28th spot.
Well, I mean, Lightning he tied for first.
Jesus.
What?
Lightning McQueen is not IndyCar. It's NASCAR. There's your Cars 4. You switch over to IndyCar. Oh, no, they
already did.
They did Formula 1, didn't they?
Well, it combined, sort of.
The third one was like half Formula 1, half NASCAR.
The first one was, or the second one was Formula.
Oh, I didn't watch the second one.
And then the second one was terrible. Mater was
a spy, right? Yeah, that's what.
With the third one, it was just a mixture of like, what the fuck?
No, the third one I liked. It was a little bit of Rocky.
Yeah, it was
basically Rocky 4 or 3 or whichever one. But yeah, no, Indy 500, good time. Went to our buddy Jansen's house, got some hot dogs and had like a little hangout at his place. My boy didn't win, FYI. Joseph Newgarden, I think he like had like some fuel pressure problem, but he did get back up to 6th. He was in top 5 with like 100 laps to go, or no, top 600 laps to go, and what could have been if this fuel pressure problems? Who knows?
Are you sure it wasn't oil pressure?
Oil pressure, fuel pressure. He didn't fucking win.
Because you really don't have fuel pressure.
I don't know cars.
But it's Indy.
Yeah,
It's May. We got the race.
good times.
People are drowning already because it's getting warm. We've had 2 more this week.
Really?
Yeah,
Where?
Noblesville and where was the one I saw today?
And that was where you were just showing me.
Well, somewhere in Noblesville where they.
Oh, just not. That's what's the White River.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember where the other one was. But I'm like, people needing to learn how to swim.
They really are they grown people
I don't
or
know.
kids?
I don't look into it.
Oh,
I don't care that much. It's sad, but
yeah. Well, on a happier note, as you were saying, Indianapolis. we also have the Pacers just steamrolling the
can
New
we
York
talk
Knicks.
about how Halliburton's dad got banned from Gamebridge?
He's back now.
Yeah, yesterday
was the first game,
Yesterday
and
was
now he's in a suite. He went from courtside. Then I think he was court. How else would he be able to get into that? I forget his name. Giannis Antetokounmpo's face. I think that's who it was.
Bakumbo?
Antetokounmpo. Yeah. No, shout out Mr. Halliburton because, okay, let's be honest. You shouldn't go up to people and like touch them like stars.
Well, he didn't touch him. He said some shit.
He said some shit and he headbutted him or not headbutted him, but he got this close to him, and the motherfucker's 6'10".
He don't care. He's an old black man.
Not Halliburton. Halliburton's dad's probably my height, 6 something.
Yeah.
And then I'm talking about Giannis is 6'10". So this guy the video going around the internet, it's like him looking down on him while he's like,
yeah, old black men don't care.
no, he gives 2 shits.
But
But
ain't
yeah,
nothing your mom wouldn't do.
no, my mom wouldn't go up to somebody. They won the game. It wasn't like
it
wasn't like Giannis fouled him, like Tyrese, his son. It was just he was talking shit. He was just talking shit.
He had a right to.
His son did get voted the most overrated player in the NBA, and now he's been on the tear ever since.
Yeah.
The Pacers are just going through. Yeah, but no, he was back in the.
Then
suite.
you got what's that sport? Women's sport no one cares about.
Basketball.
Yeah. What do they call
Fever.
We got the
Oh
Fever.
yeah, Fever back up. We got
Clark's hurt.
I didn't know she was hurt.
She's out for 2 weeks.
Dude, who cares about Caitlin Clark? Can we talk about this? There's a new chick on the team who's just.
Oh, she's way better.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Sophie Cunningham.
I don't remember the last name.
But you know the blonde one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But you remember how Caitlin Clark. This is the prime example.
Yes.
And I'm going to use the Ochins as a storytelling example.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, the Ochins were on my high school basketball team.
They succeeded in high school sports because their daddy was the coach. They got the most play time, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Caleb was good.
Caleb was good, but this is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark is the Caleb Ochin of he excelled and was awesome in high school, and then boom, you get to the big leagues, you suck.
Whoa.
Can't make it.
Who's saying you can't? You saying Caitlin Clark sucks?
Compared to what she was, she's not playing where the fuck.
Dude, she's like a triple-double 2 nights ago.
What about every other game she's fucking sucked in?
I'm pretty sure she's averaging 20-something points a game. And it's her second season in the NBA.
Do better.
Jesus Christ.
If you're gonna
What do you want her to be? A Michael Jordan right out of college?
I want her to be a Michelle Jordan.
Michelle
If
Jordan.
she's going to be on the billboards in my community, I want her to do better.
No, we don't need her to do. Let me look up her stats because I'm pretty sure she's balling right now. Because she's good. She won Rookie of the Year.
Oh, whoop-de-doo, Basil.
She is averaging right now 19 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, and 1 steal.
I've heard of better.
That's a solid stat
There's
line.
always room for improvement.
I mean, yeah.
You know who could
wrong.
do better than that?
Who?
A man.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
That's who, baby. Tyrese is. Did you see he just got a triple-double, 32, 12, 15 which is impressive because he did it with no turnovers.
You know what's fun? I don't know if you know this. Matt does, though. I think we were at a Pacers game. Yeah, oh, yeah, she's... Mm-hmm.
You probably can't see that.
But
Sophie Cunningham, talk to me.
we were at a... You're married.
Oh, shit.
We were at a Pacers game, I think, and this is like right when Hal Burton started.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally thought his name was Hal Burton.
You just forgot Tyrese. Oh, you thought he was a 3-name person? Tyrese Hal
No,
Burton?
I hadn't heard him by his first name.
Oh,
Everybody
just
called
Hal
him Hal Burton. Or Halliburton.
Halliburton,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck is Hal Burton? Where's he at?
I could see him being like he does kind of look like a Hal. I'll give him that. He has that little.
His mom white?
Yeah, I think his mom's white, his dad's black. He has like that preppy smile about him. Where I think he could pull off a Hal.
Yeah.
Just call him. Oh, that's like I think his nickname was Hallie.
Hallie?
Hallie, like Halle Berry.
Yeah.
I've been hearing like the song like Hallie who, Hallie what, Halle Burton something. I don't know. That's a horrible.
But the Pacers are either going to get this or they're going to fuck it up.
By the time this comes out on, I'll probably release this one this week because we're talking about the Pacers and whatnot.
We did put one out the last 2 weeks, so
That's fucking true.
it's not like we don't have them in the bank.
Yeah, no, they're probably playing game 5. So I'm saying by the time this airs, later tonight, the Pacers could already have punched their ticket to the finals, which is crazy. Like, I don't remember the Pacers ever being good enough to. Well, they also had back when there was Reggie, you had Michael Jordan stopping you. When it was Paul George, they had LeBron stopping you.
Yeah.
There's not really a person in the NBA right now that's like that far above everyone.
But the thing is, though, the Knicks suck.
The Knicks, okay, if I'm going to be a basketball guy, the Knicks don't suck. I don't think they're being coached the best, but what do I know?
See, here's my thing, though. The Pacers,
yes,
they will be in a fucking 20-point lead.
Yeah, well,
and
yeah.
just fucking throw it away.
Well, they did that. Well, they also come back from 17-point leads.
Sometimes.
They did it 3 times in this playoff run. It's like the first time it's happened
When
ever.
did they lose? Sunday night?
They lost Sunday. That was the one they lost by
like 3, 2.
By 3, but they came back. The team came back by 20. Yeah. But that was like a second half accumulation comeback. The Pacers will do it in 5 minutes. they did 17 points in like 5-6 minutes. Not a whole entire half. Knicks do better. Literally. No, but the Knicks aren't a bad team. I don't think Thibodeau is the best strategic coach, and I don't think that what I've been hearing is the Pacers like to run the ball. Like they like to push the pace, and they're like a half-court team, the Knicks. So they don't like to get
the Knicks
flustered.
need? Coach Carter.
The Coach Carter would get him there with that grit he has.
Half of the world, like children these days, need a Coach Carter in their life.
Oh, for sure, but no one wants it. What's the meme that I saw about Coach Carter? It was like all this man wanted was y'all to have C's, and y'all ran him out of town. And y'all lost your motherfucking minds by him locking in Jimmers. I don't know. It was something funny. But yeah, no, the Knicks. I hate the Knicks because they have all the Villanova players who beat Michigan in 2018 on one team, except for DiVincenzo, who's the one I really do hate because he's the one that went off that game. Jalen Brunson didn't do. I don't. I'm over it. Kind of, not really. Because last year, my buddy Saucy, who's been on the podcast, and our other buddy Dean had tickets and took me and Saucy to the game, and I was like, it's a finals game, like, or not finals. It was like just like a playoff game. Like, I'll go to a playoff game, and it was versus the Knicks. I was like, oh yeah, fuck the Knicks. And then we got hammered, and I remembered, everybody who I hate from that Villanova team was on the same team. I became the most diehard Pacer fan. And I started drinking. And then this one particular game we went to, the backup point guard, TJ McConnell, had a phenomenal game. And I'm just like, who is this dude who's shorter than me just giving this team buckets? And he's a scrappy little buddy. And so I got drunk, and then I just ordered like 4 TJ McConnell jerseys. 3. One for each of us. And then I was just like, yeah, TJ McConnell. And now I have it in my closet. I'm just like.
Big fan. Big fan.
I'm just like, TJ McConnell. I mean, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a pinnacle of every team. Everyone needs that guy who's not the best, but he tries the hardest.
Yeah,
and he gets
like
shit
Jansen
done
was.
Hell yeah, Jansen.
And other than senior year.
Well, I don't blame him.
No.
Senior year.
Oceans.
John recently sent me a picture of like just a picture of our senior tournament for like the championship, and you can see
Jansen on the bench.
Or all on the bench because we were up. So we were up by 20 in our championship game. I'm literally like this. This in the back with two. I tell you, I was like, we look so bored. God, we were so good. And now I can't fucking walk without hurting myself.
Because you're old.
I turned 30 and my body turns to shit, man.
Yeah, welcome to it, man. Wait until we turn 40.
Yeah, and I blame this weekend for my ankle. If we weren't camping this weekend, I wouldn't have rolled my ankle and I wouldn't be wearing a brace as we speak right now.
When did you roll your ankle?
Packing.
Where are you camping?
No, we camped this weekend or last weekend.
Oh, okay.
We were loading up the truck or Paige's car, and there's like we can't load our car with the garage door closed because we don't have space, so it had to be open. And there's like a little lip.
Oh,
there's like a little And then she said something to me, and I was like, and I'm like, fuck, and I just twisted it, and I'm just like running off. Oh, it was because I wanted to go pee in our front yard.
Oh yeah.
She was like, go pee in the house. I'm like, it's at night. I'm gonna just pee in the side of the house. And she was like, no. And I was like, fine. So I just took the box anyways, and I went to like, I'm gonna sneak off and do it anyways, and like roll my ankle.
I mean, you own half of this.
That's what I said. I want my pee spot.
Yeah, everybody's got a pee spot.
Thank you. Comment down below if you own a house and you have your own pee spot.
I have multiple pee spots at different places in different states, and
whoa. See how long? Wait, don't you have to like pee like a lot to get a pee spot in the one spot, or is it just one time you pee in it?
No. I've peed a lot.
Just outside in people's yards.
The whole front porch in Illinois. That's my pee spot.
Just a layer of dead grass.
It used to be the garden, but now it's just dirt. The tall grass you walk up the stairs to the left of the pool in Maxwell.
Yeah.
Pee spot. That's kind of a communal pee spot. A lot of pee there. A lot of pee.
I pee by the rocks.
And then we got another pee spot in the barn.
In the barn.
Because half or a quarter of it's still not concrete, so it's gravel.
Yeah.
So we have a piece. It's mostly for the winter. You know, when you don't want to go outside, run to the house, you just pee in the barn.
Gotcha.
I've got a pee spot at my dad's house.
See, I need you to tell Paige this. All I wanted was to get us a
Has
fence.
she ever peed outside?
No, but I'm getting her a cone.
Oh, one of the Shiwis?
Yeah. She was like, if you get to pee outside, I get to pee outside. I'm like, great. I want you to
pee outside right now.
She could, but like, yeah, girls have to like squat and you have to angle it, don't you? And like, so you don't pee in your clothes.
You just gotta.
Did you just fart or was that your knee? Oh no! Oh no! Are you good?
I'm great.
I hope you can hear that in the audio.
I'm great. Oh wow! I forgot I should always stretch before I plan to move.
Oh
but,
man!
Speaking of camping,
yeah,
we went camping last weekend, 2 weekends ago.
Fun time, great time. We had a great time of my life.
There was ups, there was downs, there was
sideways.
Around.
Yeah. For those of you who like camping, I suggest Turkey Run's not a bad camping spot.
The campground's a piece of shit. It's just an old school state park campground.
Even the campground's fine. It's the raccoons.
Oh yeah.
I think Paige would never go back to Turkey Run
because of the coons.
Because of the raccoons.
Well, there's a fucking one in your front porch or whatever.
Yeah. She didn't even know about that one.
But,
she just saw the one behind her. But we went to Turkey Run State Park.
Yep.
Just west of Indianapolis. It was fun. We went with it was me, Nick, our buddy Jansen, his family, and our buddy Sarah and Benji, who've been on the pod, I think.
Yeah.
And their kids and Larissa, Jansen's girlfriend's sister, Larissa.
Yep. Since everybody brought their significant other or their kids, I brought my Blackstone, so I wasn't alone.
I mean, you had Larissa. Not Larissa, her sister.
Oh yeah, I guess she was alone too. So at least we were alone together.
But yeah, no, we got there, and the first thing that happens is the park DNR person pulls up and says, "Hey, there's a tornado warning."
Hold on a minute. Hold on. So I get off of work, right? It's like 3:00.
Yeah.
I'm an hour and a half ish to the park.
Mm-hmm.
Fisher's fucking beautiful. Sun's out, high clouds, kind of warm but breezy. I'm like, it's beautiful out. As I'm driving that hour and a half, it just gets dark, hazy. I'm looking out. I'm like, it's pouring down rain over there.
Yep.
And then so I get there. I pull in right behind you guys. Like we were behind each other.
Yeah,
like,
we didn't even plan that
the whole way. But we fucking got our shit set up real quick.
Yeah.
And
just in time.
And then I was like, well, let's cook real quick, in case it gets bad. Well, I'm cooking, and the DNR lady comes by and she goes, "Hey, there's funnel clouds above Rockville." And so the storm's close.
She did come by twice. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she came back by and she was like, "You got about 5 minutes, and it's gonna be bad."
Yeah. Well, and everybody was like, "Okay," and I was just like, "What's she saying?" And someone's like, "Oh, she said about 45 minutes." And then someo's like, I'm pretty sure she said 5 minutes.
It was 5
I think
minutes.
Paige was like, we had time. She said 45 minutes. I'm like,
no. And then somebody was like, oh, Rockville's not that far away if the tornado's there. I'm like, Rockville's 20 minutes that way.
Fair. I don't think it ever touched down in Rockville. I think it touched down more towards Bloomington area. But yeah, no. And then I remember her going to the people in tents and saying, hey, this. And I remember making a comment. I'm like, do they not need to tell the people in the RVs? Because in my head, RVs are still, like, you can still get fucked up in RV.
Oh, yeah. But I think she was just starting with us because we were the first ones in
Gotcha.
there.
Yeah, and then, so we got that warning. Nick starts cooking. We put up our canopies. Benji had theirs.
Real nice canopy.
Yeah, me and Paige
Brand
bought a brand new canopy because I think her old work fucked up hers. So, like, she bought a new one. Really nice one. And so we're eating, right? And here's my favorite part of the whole entire this story, because me and Paige, sometimes Paige has an act to just say stuff sometimes without, like, she just says stuff that's right because in her mind it's right. And so I as a person who lives with that, I always question her. Okay, I'm just prefacing that. I always question her because I feel like it's needed sometimes, just to her to prove her point to why.
You got to test her.
Exactly. Sometimes she just, like I'm saying, sometimes she just says shit. I'm like, without fact checking, I'm just like,
and that's what
that's not
the
right.
whole thing. You always women always think they're right. Men always think they're right. You gotta.
No, we both
them.
think what mine is. I usually back it up with some kind of fact.
Shit.
Usually, and then I'll tell you, like, I made that up.
Yeah.
But we're hanging out, just chilling, by underneath the canopy. Brand new canopy.
I'm literally rolling weenies. And
then I'm just like, all right, everybody settled in. Let me time to get me a hot dog. And so I have a plate full of potato salad and a hot dog, just in my hand. And then Paige looks at me. She's like, "Hey, it's by the way, while this is happening, the winds are picking up."
Oh yeah, the winds are.
Like we're like, okay, maybe she wasn't lying. There was a tornado somewhere because the winds were looking like there was a tornado.
The witch's clit was poking out.
So everybody's, like I said, we're all situated. Hot dog in my hand. Everybody's tent erupts. Everything. We're perfectly fine. It's just blowing wind. And then the canopy starts to wiggle a little bit. And then Paige looks at me because I'm right on the edge of it, and she was like, "Hey, you might want to hold on to it." And I said, "Why?" And as soon as I said why, like a cartoon, I had the plate in my hand. My plate blew to the left, and the tent just fucking blew to the right and up. And so I look at this thing. I'm like, "Why?" The tent's 8 feet in the air. I had to like grab onto the side to get the two legs on the far left are just out of the ground. The stakes are out. The tent's out.
There was a minute I'm grilling on the Blackstone and I'm under the canopy, and the next minute I'm getting rained on, and I'm like,
yeah.
And I look up and the canopy's like 8 feet in the air.
Nick had to grab one of the either Nick or Larissa or somebody, and then we got it back down or something. But when it hit so hard, it broke the mechanisms to keep it up in like the tent the in the middle. Yeah. And so it came down and hit Jansen, who was standing in the middle. And there goes our perfectly brand new canopy. Yeah. My hot dogs is inside the potato salad at this point.
No, your hot dog and your potato salad was in the grapes. Remember?
That's what it was. I knew it was some kind of nasty.
It stayed in the grapes for about 2 hours, and then you ate it.
Yeah, and then while this is also happening, me and Paige's tent just collapsed. It just the back stakes came out. Paige went out in the rain to save
the
it.
funny part about it is I'm just laughing because at this moment you can't do anything but laugh.
Yeah.
Because if you stop laughing, then you're like Paige. You're just pissed off.
Yeah, nope.
Paige never laughed. She didn't laugh until it was over.
No,
and I'm like, that's your problem, girl.
She laughed as soon as the tent got back up. No, she started like she was like, all I can do is laugh because this is so fuck the situation.
Because in the beginning with the canopy, she was pissed. She's like, $100. I'm like, would you shut up if I gave you $100 bill right now and we'll go buy you a new one? Because we're still in the storm.
Yeah, no.
Be mad later.
Yeah.
Let's just die happy together if we're gonna die.
No, we weren't gonna die. They had that bathroom was solid.
Oh, it smelled like shit.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna die.
But it's a solid smell like shit. We were fine if a tornado came.
But I just remember I'm laughing at your tent falling over, and then I go back to grilling, and then you go, Nick, yours is next, and I turn around, and my tent is completely flat on the ground. The wind's blowing so hard, it let up, and my tent stood right back up.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
old school tent, baby.
Yeah, and ours was way taller because I can stand up straight. I'm 6'2". I think that tent's like every bit of.
I can stand up straight in mine too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
In the middle.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying our mill is like 7 foot, 7.5 feet
so
tall.
So you can jump.
Yeah, if I needed to.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what it is.
There's a coon in there. I got to jump over it. I got head space.
And that was another thing. At the end, we were all after the storm let up. Got down to the campfire, and there was just raccoons ransacking our campsite as we were there.
We're just sitting there. Sarah and Benji took the kids to bed, ended up falling asleep, never came back. And we're just sitting there talking, and it sounds like Sarah or Benji are just getting in the chips and eating them.
Yeah.
And I finally turn around. I'm like, I don't see anybody. I'm like, it's a fucking raccoon.
Yeah, no, because my back was to the picnic tables, and I kept hearing something in the back. And I kept turning around too. Yeah, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then I kept thinking Sarah and Benji were coming back to the fire. They weren't coming. And then at one point, I was just like, I just heard I think I heard the Wendy's hammerback hit the ground or like hit something. And I turned back there. I'm like, oh fuck! Now I remember what this place is. Because fun fact, me, Nick, and Jansen and our friend Sean camped there. What 10 years ago now? Was it
close to? We camped at Lake Waveland, which was just up the road a little bit.
And they also have an infestation of raccoon. Well, the lake's called Raccoon Lake.
Well, see, the thing is outside has a raccoon problem.
No.
They're everywhere.
That's only two campsites.
You don't live in you live in the city.
Yeah, I'm saying I've been camping enough to know the only two places where raccoons came up to us while we were still at the campsite was the first Waveland and then the fucking Turkey State Run. Every time else, middle of the night. Oh no, I guess Waveland didn't come up to us. They were at night. Fine, Turkey State Run. They were Turkey State Turkey. Fuck run home Turkey. Gobble gobble, bitch. I'm calling it Turkey Run State. What's it called?
Turkey Run State Park.
Okay, Turkey Run State Park. We were up. We were probably as far away as this camera is from us. And
I literally walked up to it, and it was as close as Jeff and I were.
And it does not move until you make it move.
And it just looked at me. And then there was the trash panda and the dumpster every night.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 6:30. It would go, and it would look around, and it would just climb up, open the door, and jump in.
Yeah, and then the one that we shooed off, kind of circled back around and was like eyeballing our front porch of our tent. And I had to I think Jansen did. I didn't fucking move because I was like, I don't like these things. They're freaking me out because raccoons are vicious sometimes.
Yeah, I mean they do have disease too.
Yeah, I don't need that in my life.
So we go to sleep, and it was like 80-some degrees that day. It was nice. It was hot. Fucking froze my ass off that night.
Dude, I don't know how. I was sweating.
Well, you were sleeping with somebody.
Oh yeah, body heat. You got like a heater. Did you have a heater?
No, I'm in a tent.
So you had power in your tent.
Okay. I'm not gonna bring a fucking heater.
We did.
That's why your shit blew over. It was too heavy.
No.
It was too heavy.
No, we didn't bring a heater this time. We've brought heater. We used to have an AC unit too. What?
That's
it was
why
one you put
that's
you
why
put
the
ice in it and it liquidates and it like blows out cool water on
That's
you.
why the raccoons fuck with you. The lady raccoon goes, "Honey, the city folk are here."
Oh, vibrations. If Bath Authority calls me, I answered. They heard me.
But so the next morning we wake up. I made breakfast.
Yeah, good times. We went on a hike.
Oh, we're jumping ahead of something.
Oh,
It's
are
very important for me. Just talk to him.
No, this is a one-party state. That could be on the podcast without anything.
But Jansen and I had to shit.
Oh, I forgot about you fucking up that toilet.
And it was bad. it was really bad. So I looked at Jansen. I said, "Get in the truck. We'll go to the inn at the state park." And he's like, "How far is that?" I'm like, "1.5 minutes." He goes, "Okay." He's like, and he's fucking running.
Yeah.
And it's more of a hop. Like he was bad. He was hurting. We get there. I parked right up at the front door where it was like loading, unloading only.
Yeah.
Jason's like, "You ain't gonna." I'm like, "No, I don't have time." So we parked right at the front door. Ran in there. And I'm like, "I think the bathroom's this way," because it's been like 10 years since I've been there.
Yeah.
And we literally walk in the bathroom at the same time. I walked in first, and I just go, "Motherfuck!" And as I turn around to look at Jansen, he sees that it's only a one-holer, and he just dashes into it and shuts the door. So I'm like, okay, I'm literally, the turtle's head is out.
Jesus.
And so I start running around the hotel.
Yeah.
And I didn't have time to ask. I mean, I couldn't open any orifice.
Your turtle, what's it called? Turtle ducking?
Turtle heading,
Turtle heading?
I think.
Oh, okay.
But
Turtling.
I'm running around. I checked this hallway, ended up in some admin office. And
Okay.
then I ran back upstairs, and then I ran across to another stairs and ran down. I found an open door to a hallway, and I'm running down. There's the laundry room, and the maids are getting ready to start cleaning and this and that. Found a bathroom.
And what'd you do to that bathroom?
I'm in there about 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, you guys were gone for a minute.
Yeah, I clogged it. I clogged it real bad.
Don't they have a plunger that you can unclog it with?
No, and it was one of them super flush toilets.
Oh, like the flush twice or flush up?
No, it's literally the ones like you flush it, you could literally flush a baby down it. Like it. The real loud ones, you know?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Jesus Christ, what'd you eat? I guess hot dogs.
But, you know, I got up and walked out. Toilet paper sucks there, by the way. Indiana Parks Department, do better. But
one ply till I die.
I'm walking out, and I literally looked, and there's a maid right there. And I'm like, "Hello." And
she's
so,
like, "What are you doing here?"
No, I don't think she spoke English.
Oh.
But I walk out the door again, and as the door closes, I look at it, it says employees only. So that was the point that I realized that I had fucked up.
And now some poor suckers getting blamed for what you did.
No,
they're probably having a meeting about this.
I'm generating work
For the maid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're also generating. There's definitely a meeting about that.
I don't know.
They're like, "Excuse me, staff meeting. Who fucked up the bathroom?"
Roll the cameras back. Roll the cameras. Roll the cameras.
Oh yeah, the bathroom wasn't that bad at the campsite.
Well,
I didn't wake up in the morning and smell it though.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that eventually. But then we go hiking, right?
Yeah.
And big old group. Obviously, we said who was there.
Fuck that hike. I'm sorry.
And it's your fault.
How is it my fault?
Because you were the one that we got broke up, okay? So Jeff was with the other party. I was with Jansen, Sarah, Benji, and 3 boys. We get up this hill, and Jeff's coming back. And he was like, "I was told to tell you to go this way." We went the other fucking way.
How is that my fault? I told you to say. I said, "Hey."
But you didn't go the way we were supposed to go. We were supposed to go. We were supposed to go the way you came from.
Was like, "Well, I'll meet them back in the same way. Let's go this way."
Fucking
I didn't
2 hours later. 2 hours later.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I didn't like that.
Down the ladders, up the ladders.
Yo! Shout out to that little girl who was stuck, who finally made it. I don't know how she did.
Her dad threatened her, I think.
You can threaten. I told Paige that what happened in that situation. I said, that kid is smart.
Yeah.
You had to go down 2 of them. Shorty went
Three.
down.
There was 3.
Well, the one that I went down is one, and then there's 2 more down the other way, and she was stuck in that first, the second.
And you know what the other bad
And it was high as a motherfucker.
You know what the other bad thing was? Is I got to the campground and realized I'd forgot my hiking boots. So I did this hike and hey, dude. And you know what? I did it.
I don't know how you didn't twist an ankle.
Very carefully.
I don't know how you didn't twist the ankle. I don't know how you didn't get like a. I guess they're comfortable shoes. So you wouldn't get like sores or anything.
Oh,
like
they're
that.
not comfortable when you're fucking not walking on good pavement. Them rocks hurt, and those are like fucking 7-year-old. Hey, those are my dirty dudes.
The worst part is he pulled his boots out. They were there.
Yeah, I pulled them out of my toolbox of the truck, put them next to my chair. I'm about to sit down and put them on, and then I get rushed.
Oh, dude, yeah, I couldn't like those staircases. What they call the stairway to heaven
or hell.
Yeah. So it's Turkey Run State Park is supposed to be the most treacherous hiking trail in Indiana.
It's the most rugged trails in Indiana.
Yeah, and it's because you go up, you go up ladders, you go down shit, you go through this like creek that's like very shallow. Paige said on her section, the only way you could go through something was like skimming through rocks like this.
Yeah, and
I was like, last time we did it, like you said, it was almost 10 years ago. I don't remember it being that bad. I remember getting there. I'm like, this is why it's treacherous. It has a couple ladders. Whatever. Not that was me being a cocky 18, 19-year-old, just like, I'm so fit. And now me as a broken 30-year-old.
Those bunions weigh you down.
Not gonna lie, I came home on Sunday, my calves were on fire.
So when I got home.
On fire.
I unloaded the truck and everything, and then I went to Elwood. And like I was playing with Malia, and I don't remember what we were playing with, but I bent down to pick it up. I couldn't. My legs wouldn't bend. They wouldn't let me like when you bend over, your legs kind of bend a little bit.
No, I checked my watch. We got like it was like 30,000. I don't know 30,000, but it was like 20,000 steps that day. Just like it was what? Oh, and I almost killed a person.
Oh yeah,
I almost caused a hate crime and killed a person.
So we were going back to our olden days of where we could be entertained by picking a rock up and throwing it into the creek,
just innocent stuff.
Across the creek.
Yeah, we were skipping rocks and throwing rocks. Bro.
Everybody else.
Guys being guys, dude.
And so we got into this little competition. It's like who can clear the creek.
Yeah,
it's a good size,
decent size. Yeah. There was this rock formation on a cliff or something, and I was like, Nick was like, "Hey, like, I bet could you hit that?" And I just aimed. Let's try. Let's find out.
I said, aim for that. Because it stuck out over the water a little bit.
I threw one. It got pretty close. Jansen threw one. Got a little further. So the competition came out inside of me, and
me being me, thinking physics and everything. I said, get a heavier rock.
And so I got a nice, smooth, probably about the size of my hand, like the palm of my hand, a little bit like that. And, I was like, this is the throw. And I used to do shot put back in the day, so I was like, I needed my shot put. I need to cock it back, skip, and then chuck it. And I did. And with all that power, I lost all accuracy.
Well, I've learned where Jeff's golf swing comes from.
Just power, no accuracy.
I bet when you piss, it curves hard to the right, too.
Sometimes. But, yeah, I hit it. It goes far right, and where we were throwing it happened to be part of the trail.
No, we were throwing it at that
but to the immediate right of it is a wooden path that is like a bridge for the trail, and there just happened to be a group of Mennonites.
There's like 30 of them.
And I just, like I said, I chucked it, and all I hear is Jansen say, "Oh, God, Jeff." And I'm like, what? And then I looked and realized that there's people, and my rock is going in that direction.
Yeah, I just remember looking up when I heard Jansen, and I see it disappear through the trees, and I heard it hit the wood.
I heard it hit I think it hit the rock that hit the wood, because I heard 2 hits. So I thought the first hit was someone's skull.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, fuck me. I'm going to jail for manslaughter. And like, it's so embarrassing telling a detective what happened. I was just trying to throw some rocks at dude. I didn't even mean to kill a person. And I immediately stand up and say, sorry. I see people ducking and like looking back and looking everywhere in this way. They're looking directly at the one black guy at the fucking the campsite. And I'm just like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm just keep saying sorry until I saw one Amish guy just give me the thumbs up, like, we're all good. I'm like, fuck, thank God. And then like, as they were crossing the suspension bridge, there was this one old one and looked at just daggers. Like, he wanted to fucking lynch me. And he had good reason to, because I almost killed probably one of his kids or something.
But it was funny because when we pulled in, I saw that old ass tour bus, and it said, and the side of it, the name of the church was the whole length of the bus. It was like God's Highway to Heaven.
Yeah,
God's Heavenly. No, it was God's Heavenly Highway to Heaven or something like that. In church.
Been there twice.
Yeah. And I'm like, what in the fucking shit is this? And then we see the Mennonites. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And then, like, when I'm leaving, I saw that they were all doing having a little picnic back there. And half of me was like, I need to go back there and just straight up man to man apologize.
No, that's where you disappear.
Yeah, but I'm not a man. So I went to the Jansen's truck and we got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, we
and
did.
then, I'm not going to lie to you, I was playing it cool when we were at the campsite. I was freaking the fuck out.
You thought they were going to follow you?
No, I thought the fucking cop cars.
Oh.
And they were just like, looked like they were looking for somebody. I was playing it cool, but I was like, did they change their mind and call the cops on me? I'm fucking going to jail in a fucking middle of bumfuck Indiana.
I didn't even think about that.
No, well, as soon as they came out, I was like, what are they doing here, guys?
What are you doing, guys?
And so for clarity of the situation, so after
once again, I'm grilling.
Yeah, we're back. It's just like dinner time now.
I did all the cooking other than Jansen's one dinner.
Yeah, one time. And we were just hanging out at the campfire, drinking beer and hanging out. And we just starting to see, I think the first car to come in is a black SUV, followed by like a Jeep Wrangler.
There was
volunteer.
There was the fire captain.
Yeah.
And then a sheriff.
Yeah.
And then two volunteer firefighter.
And they just kind of
firefighter. Thank you. Firefighter.
They just kind of zoom into the campground.
Yeah.
And they go to the right.
They go one way.
And then they come back out. And then they go around to the far side of where we are, like opposite side of our camp, and they go back deeper into the camp. And I'm just like, oh, what's going on?
And then like happening. 10 more volunteers,
exactly,
and then more sheriffs,
and
then the fucking helicopter flies over.
Before the helicopter, Chance was like, oh, they're looking for somebody.
Yeah,
and I was just like,
guys, because I said that when the first few pulled in. You said, oh, what's going on here? And Sarah goes, ice. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. You've been married. How do you know you've been married to a brown person long enough when every SUV with a light on it you think's ice?
Even when it says sheriff, it's still ice. I didn't hear. That's funny.
I'm like, the fire truck is not ice.
Yeah. But, it's like Nick said, though, eventually there was a helicopter passing by. And we were all just like, dude, something. I think we kind of came to the conclusion.
Because I thought somebody got lost. They were just.
That's when we came to the conclusion that someone got lost in the trail. They're trying to find someone lost, or like someone rolled in.
Because it was almost dark.
Yeah, and so I think when the time that Benji and Sarah were putting their kids,
it was
to
like
sleep,
9:30.
Benji sent us a text saying that a 50-year-old man had drowned in the lake,
Sugar Creek,
at State Turkey Run State Park.
At State Tart.
I'm not gonna lie to you. A huge burden was lifted off my shoulders. R.I.P. to the guy, to that man and his family. But my God, I feel
Isn't that kind of
better.
shitty though? You go out for a weekend of fun and end up dying.
The worst part, which made me feel like a total asshole, on the way, because me and Benji were talking on the way back, saying like, "Oh, maybe we should go," because we saw people tubing.
Yeah,
and
I mean, we've canoed there before.
Yeah, and I was like, that's not. He was like, oh, I was telling him the last time I went tubing, it was bad. I had to end up walking and dragging people.
Well, then everybody was like, "Well, you can't drown in 2 feet
That's
of
what
water."
I said. He sent me the stat of like people drown in like 2 feet of water.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I'm like,
then those people are fucking dumbasses. And then someone fucking drowned in 2 feet of water, and I'm just like, well, there's probably deeper sections.
Yeah, there's. I mean, you can drown in a bathtub.
Not if you can swim.
In a bathtub? How are you going to swim in a bathtub?
How do people drown in a? I'm not trying to be like that guy, but how do you drown in a bathtub if you can swim?
You just die.
No, but how?
You quit breathing.
But how? How does one
water
die?
Enters your lungs.
How? You go underwater and then you don't hold your breath. You just swallow it. You're just swallowing water in your bath. Why are you swallowing bath water? First of all, ew.
Ooh, a toenail.
Kids drowning in a bathtub. I get it. Kids, they're flailing their bodies around. A grown ass adult under the age of like 80.
Suicide then.
Oh,
depression.
Well, you can't commit suicide by drowning.
Yeah, you can.
Because you have to. You just get up.
Wait a
Right? Is that ignorant?
My side.
Is that not? How do you like? Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Drown. Like someone told me it's impossible to kill yourself by holding your breath or something like that because your brain's gonna tell you to breathe.
Your body is not gonna let you.
Yeah, your body's gonna. It's like a flotation device. You're gonna float to the top when you want to breathe because your mind's like, "Hey, stupid."
Here's the well, you are stupid if you try to kill yourself because your life.
Well,
so
no,
much
we don't
more.
know their situation.
It doesn't matter. There's no reason you should ever kill yourself.
I agree with you, but I'm not going to call them stupid. I apologize to the hypothetical person in this situation.
But let's use you as an example.
I can swim. Never had.
Say you're taking a bath and you're like, I'm going to kill myself. Right?
Got you.
I'm sad.
Toaster.
Real sad. Well, you don't have a toaster, so you're like, I'm just going to drown myself. And so you submerge your head under the water, and
but how?
Blah 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 blah.
I'm saying,
and then when your body goes to tell you that you're gonna die, you need to, and you try to go up out of the water. One of your really long toenails get stuck in the drain, and it won't allow you to come back up, and you drown in the bathtub.
I'm sorry. In this situation, am I rich? Have you seen my bathtub? I can't fucking fit in it. This bathtub has to be like Shaq's jacuzzi size for me to drown it. Like, I'm sorry if I'm going off as ignorant. People drowning in bathtubs and shit, or 2 feet of water.
Drown in a vagina.
I'm not even gonna touch that one.
I wouldn't.
But yeah, no, not shout out. Our thoughts and prayers.
Vagina are we shouting
I was gonna say our thoughts and prayers go out to that 56-year-old man and his family died in Turkey State Run on the
Turkey State Run.
What is it called? Turkey Run State Park?
Yeah, why is this so fucking hard for you?
I'm dyslexic, low key.
It doesn't matter.
I mixed the words up. But yeah, no, camping was fun.
Yep, we're gonna go again. I got it already planned out.
Yeah. Paige wants to get a new tent because she thinks ours can't withstand wind, or she thinks it's too big.
It is. It's way too big.
But we have so much room. I love it when it's just us two because she has her side of the tent, I have my side of the tent, and we're just hanging out.
I have the same thing in my tent, and it's not a big block with a porch.
Yeah, but I'm a big boy.
I'm also a big boy.
I wanted to put a couch in there at one point, an inflatable couch, like a futon. Because at one point, the first time we went camping, was it? No, yeah.
How much time do you spend in your tent?
Well, that's what I was trying to say. The first time we bought it and used it, it rained the whole entire time. It was me, Will, Natalie, and Paige all went camping, and it was raining. And what we did was, we didn't have a camping at this time either. So what we did was we moved our campsite into our tent. So basically, we zipped up. This is back when the zipper worked. We zipped up the front, and we kind of put our sleeping stuff in the front porch area, and we had our whole entire campsite in the main tent. So we had our heater, we had a card table. We were playing cards. We had my speaker plugged in. We were playing music. It was a good time. But I'm saying, that's why I was like, I like this because if we need to. Yeah. But now we have a canopy. Even the canopy, you still get kind of wet because not closed. Enclosed. Yeah. So with this one, it was perfectly fine.
I don't know. I like my old Coleman.
Think about it. If it was raining, I guess it was raining, and we were just outside underneath the canopy the whole entire time. We didn't go into our tent whatsoever.
Just standing there drinking a beer and grilling.
Yeah, I guess we're mature than we were the first time I went camping with that tent. Yeah. I looked at it. We've had a tent for a while. I forgot because that whole camping trip with Natalie and Will was 2018, maybe 19. It was pre-COVID for sure.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. I love how nowadays it's pre-COVID and post-COVID. That's how I get most of my time shit down. But yeah, no, I'm down to go camping. My mom wants to go camping. As she told us. That's gonna be a vlog.
Believe it when I see it.
If that ever does happen, I'm definitely.
The funny thing is though is we're gonna go camping, we're gonna plan it or whatever, and she's gonna rent a motorhome. No,
she would stay with us, and she says I showed her how big it was, and she was like, "Oh, I can do that." I was like, "Yeah." Like we're probably gonna have to get her a cot or something.
Yeah.
To get up there because I don't think she can sleep on the ground. Getting up.
You could get one of those double-decker air mattresses.
Oh, and then I would just take it for myself.
So,
because I want that. But yeah, no, that was a fun time. Camping.
Yeah, I kind of enjoy camping.
Camping's it's just a way to relax.
There's parts of it I really, really hated.
What'd you hate?
Being cold, sleeping on the ground.
Fair.
Like I've worked my ass off.
Dude, you got to get a better air mattress.
I love that little thing. It's just I was fucking cold.
Dude, you got to get another one.
It's not an air mattress. It's a cot pad.
When's your birthday coming up in July? I got you. you need a different one, man. I begged you. When I came in there and you were asked to use my air pump, and I saw that it was like a fucking beach little. You got to blow. I'm like, motherfucker.
It's an air cot. It's like meant for real camping. You're not going to be able to take a fucking air mattress hiking.
But we're not real camping. We're not backpacking.
Yeah, when the apocalypse coming and you're sleeping in the rocks.
Well, then keep it for
and I'm on my little fucking pad.
Until then, we'll get you a real air mattress.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Jesus. You got anything else you want to add?
No, I think I'm going to head to eat.
All right, that's fair enough.
I'm a hungry boy.
Well, this has been another episode of Unapologetically Stupid. You can find us at Squirrely TV.
Yeah, you can.
On all the social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, even X.
Yeah.
Not Twitter, X. But yeah, do you have anything else you want to add?
Just make sure you head over to the YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
Hit that subscribe.
Click.
Watch the old shit. Boop, boop. Watch the new shit.
Yeah.
See the bear shit. I don't know.
The bear shit. Go Pacers. Yes, sir. Pacers and Racers. Yeah. Kiss bricks and beat the Knicks.
Yeah, fuck the Knicks.
Fuck the Knicks. Fuck Jalen Brunson. You big bobblehead bitch.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
See you later, guys.
No.